Good morning. My name is Scott Forcino. I'm an associate broker with eXp Realty in the New York City metro area. I founded PlugIntro to solve two problems. Those are making enough and better, making more and better referral partners and becoming local famous. I have with us today Sunflower Duran. She's from Elite Title Group in New Jersey, but they're licensed in a few other states. So we want to hear all about Sunflower and her career, why she is the choice for title services and their needs, and a great person to know. Good morning, Sunflower.
Good morning, Scott. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for being here. We're so happy you came across us, and definitely want to give you a chance to tell us more about you and positively affect the people around you.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. So as Scott said, I work for Elite Title Group. We are a full service title company licensed in 4 states, New York, all of New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Florida. And we also have a 1031 exchange company. It's our sister company, and we can do 1031 exchanges in all 50 states. So that's a really great value that I offer the agents. We work with a lot of lenders, attorneys, and real estate agents, and we try to help them expand their network. I am a marketing and advertising professional by career. I went to NYU for media, culture, and communication studies, and I've been doing marketing since 2004. So that is my specialty, but I'm also a licensed title producer, and I'm here to help.
Wow, that's 2004. I mean, I would not have, that's a big deal. It's almost 20 years.
That's right.
Wow. Okay. Congratulations. So I think, so I want to hear, I mean, title is done different ways in different states. My first question is, do agents order title in your area?
Agents do push title in my area. You know, they tell their attorney, we want to use Elite. And most of the time the attorney is good with it. They're open to using a title company recommended by the realtor.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's not really the case in New York. That's a nice break in the action there. I know Southern Jersey doesn't even use lawyers. Am I right?
That's correct. Yeah.
So your company does the settlements and the payoffs, et cetera?
We do the settlement and the payoffs and the funding and everything. We're full service.
Interesting. That's a nice take. Well, tell me, why title? I mean, you sound enthusiastic about it, but why that part of the industry?
Well, I got introduced to real estate about 6 years ago when I was a marketing director for Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Abbott Realtors. And I started learning about real estate and I got really into it. And then after that job, I was freelance marketing for about a year. And then I was recruited by Elite Title Group to come and do marketing for them. And this was back in 2018-19. And I've been here ever since.
Interesting. That's powerful. You and I were talking about what usually title companies do to get connected to agents, provide them value. Could you tell us now what you do and what has been successful for you?
Sure. So I'll help them with marketing ideas, and we help them enlarge their network. So we have a lot of happy hours, a lot of education, a lot of meet and greets, a lot of one-to-ones, a lot of networking. I invite them to different networking groups. I put together different networking events, and we have a huge party where everyone can network twice a year. We usually have it at the Seasons in Westwood. It's a beautiful location, and people really enjoy coming to our get-togethers.
That's great. I love a party, especially now that we're back after COVID, right? And those restrictions are gone, and look what a difference it makes. Yeah, everyone's dying to get out. Look, I believe in all those things, and I want to tell you from my personal perspective, you're in the business to business world. Am I right? You were not really in the consumer driven world.
Correct. Although we do get work from, direct consumers. There's some buyers that had such a beautiful experience with us, and then they come to us again. It just happened to me yesterday. A buyer was so happy with our services. She contacted me first before getting an attorney, before getting a realtor, before getting a mortgage person. She wanted me to plug her into my network and work with us. So once in a while, our great service does produce consumers.
I'm glad you said that, because this PlugIntro platform is designed for you to share your information and to offer the opportunity to promote themselves to your clients and friends, family, local business owners, and people in your industry. So it's I've never heard an entitled person say that consumers were reaching them directly. That's a fine feather in your cap.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
rare. That's
Mhm.
cool. So tell me more. I mean, as far as who are your ideal referral partners? I think we understand, but let your community know more about who's great for you to know.
I like working with investors because they're repeat customers. But I also love to get connected to mortgage bankers, lenders, real estate attorneys, and agents, of course. I love those three categories of people. But then other people too, I like to connect with them because you never know who's looking to buy a home. It could be a DJ, a cleaning person, anyone. So
Yes.
I,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
enjoy I enjoy connecting with all kinds of people.
Right. I found that, I just had a positive experience with someone, and it seems like I'm always wrong. The person you think is a great candidate doesn't work out. The person who you have no thought of is the right one. It's a very weird circumstance. Interesting. Well, one thing I want to let you know, we mentioned offline, is with PlugIntro, the opportunity we have is for others to be seen much larger in a much larger amount in their local market, and a chance to offer someone a place to promote their business. Now, in what about networking? I mean, what have you found as far as referrals by and between parties in the transaction? I mean, has that been a key part of your business?
I'm sorry, networking, you said? What
Yeah,
about networking?
in networking, I'm guessing that networking and connecting favorably with others is the key to a lot of your company, your
Oh,
success.
yes, yes, absolutely. That is a major point, and that's a major aspect of our business, networking.
Right, right. Well, I found that the thing I always networked. However, until I started making introductions to others, until I really started thinking about whether it's texting or Facebook messaging or before Plug Intro, or even when I realized now I can be the host of my own local business development platform, and people really got introduced, people who never would have otherwise met. I mean, for instance, my hair stylist Barbara knows my dentist Maria. So I mean, that doesn't happen. I'm sure that's not true of you, and whoever you get your glasses with doesn't know every one of your friends, right? I mean, so it's important. I learned that, but by just inviting the moms at school to know more about what I offer, they know everyone, and they're the mother mafia. I mean, you got to stay on their good side, right? If and they're that ones. So it's just a matter of really, when you talk about community, I mean, I'm surprised that so much business is done locally, because you're not going to drive far for lenders or, a dentist or a chiropractor. It's going to still going to be close by.
Hmm. I agree.
Right. And, that's why I think introductions, is that a big part? I mean, do you introduce? I'm sure you get referrals, but where do you consider introductions and referrals?
Oh, I do introduce people all the time. That's another aspect of my business and how I've grown my business. It's by connecting people.
Right. And, I know what I think. Why do you think that's paramount? Why do you think that?
Because it helps you enlarge your network. When you connect people, you end up having a circle of people that you trust and you go to, and then little by little, that network expands.
Mhm. I think people love it because if you want to gain access to someone, you can't keep asking them for business or asking them for a connection. I think that you have to start it by learning whether they're open to meeting new people in the market. Now, we're all self-employed, even if you're not in the real estate industry. I've asked people, are you open to introductions from members of the business community? Now, who would say no to that? Right?
Exactly.
Who would say, no, I'm not open to people in the business community? And I want to tell you, you're experienced since at least 2004, I heard. So, do you know you've heard of realtors or even lenders talking about their niche, who they work with, whether it's first-time buyers or seniors, any of that? You've heard that?
Absolutely. Everyone has their niche.
Right. But how about this for a niche? The business community. Nobody says that. Does anyone ever say the business community?
No, I don't think so.
No, they don't. And if you think about it, I said, wait a minute, there's so many people amongst us that would be open to meeting other people. So you could always gain access. If I keep asking you for $5 a day, you're going to avoid me. right? 5 day, oh, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Can you buy me lunch? Correct. Can I, can I have your business? Can I have all your realtor work? I mean, how long can that go on?
Right,
But
bring them value.
if I bring them something they never had, which is a way to meet many, many people over the course of a week, you're always going to welcome me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you think of this business community, these are people that are living here and they're not moving. They're not moving away, I should say. They're not moving to another state. They're here. They're going to move around. But if they have a practice or a business, they're here for the generation. The kids are in school. They pay taxes. They care about the community. And they're showing that they want to be there and are productive members. So, I mean, isn't that the person you want to align yourself with?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's powerful. So that's why I made the business community my personal niche. And, when people say, their work within their sphere, what do you think of that phrase, top of mind awareness or market to your sphere? What do you think of those?
I think that's great, but at some point it gets beyond that, because you exhaust your circle. So you have to try to always have new people that you're connecting with and meeting and developing relationships with.
Yeah, I agree with that. I have a friend of mine who got into the real estate game and he did well, but I knew, because he's a great, super guy, that I said, listen, your friends and family are going to run out
Mm-hmm.
in Midtown Manhattan. And he didn't understand it and he wasn't prospecting. So at one point, I mean, this isn't buying a burger, this is buying a house. How many people can just keep doing this?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's important. And when people say market to their sphere, I change that around to say, instead of sphere of influence, I say influence your sphere, because
Mm-hmm.
when people market to their sphere, they're really just talking about themselves, right? I mean, when they're not learning what might work for you, they're not even asking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that's important. So you mentioned the different states that you're in. I mean, tell me what other states, Jersey plus where else?
New York, Florida, and Pennsylvania.
It's East Coast. Okay. And do you personally handle those transactions, or I mean
I
those?
don't, but I do business development for those states. I don't personally handle. I don't actually do any of the title work. I'm my position is marketing and sales.
I see. So you have title agents in each of those states, obviously.
Yes, we do.
That's great. Well, I of course they do what you described with the lunch and learns and the network and the CE and the evenings out. I think this is a nice opportunity for your folks to do something where your competition doesn't have, and you'll be way ahead of them.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, that's fun. And does it matter to your referrals what underwriters you work with? I mean, are your
We have
standard?
all the major underwriters. That's what sets us apart from other title companies, that we have all four of the major underwriters.
Tell me about them. Who are they? Do you mind?
Westcore, I think One Republic. I forget the other two. Like I said, I don't do any of the title work. I'm the face, just marketing and sales. But we do have the four underwriters.
Mm,
No, Westcore for sure is one of our major ones.
I know. And that, for people who don't know, it makes so much more sense to have the major underwriters, because then you can reach back and they can clear things versus someone who's outside the circle.
Absolutely.
But I tell you what, people don't know that. People never know that. Don't you find that? Even lawyers don't know that.
Yeah, they don't know and they don't care.
They don't care either. Well, you mean they want a clear title? That's all they care about.
Exactly. They want that check. Where's my check?
Oh boy, that's funny. And do your realtors go to closings, or you just bring them their check or get their check to them?
No, there's some realtors that go to closings. Most of them do go to the closings, and I have the lenders actually coming to closing sometimes too, and the real estate attorney occasionally comes to a closing.
Right. That's just to kind of close the loop with the client, make them feel good,
Exactly.
so on.
And we host closings here at our office, but we also go anywhere to the home, 50 miles from here.
Right. I mean, I've done that. I've been when I was just practicing law in this field, I was driving from Long Island, the city, Connecticut, all in a day, putting
Yeah.
crazy amount of miles on and going closing to closing and closing. But you see a lot of people. They're really happy. I know the title agents really work hard.